Well, hello again. Welcome back to my channel. This is Gary, and in today's video I want to talk about my clothing. Now you see it all scattered out here, and there's really twice as much here as anybody would need at any one time. Or 4 times as much, because you can only wear one set at a time. But I will explain as I go along. As I mentioned in one of my early videos, I'm doing a supported through hike. So I will have changes of clothes stored in the RV, my brother's RV, as he follows me along, and allow me to come off trail, take a shower, change into a clean set of clothes, and then wash the other ones. And that way they're washed, they stay there in the RV until the next time I come off trail, and then I'll swap them back again. But I want to go over what I got, just to let you see. So first thing is pants, and these are not the same, but these are these pants. This one here is ones I bought off Amazon. I don't know the exact brand name. They're a little heavier than what these ones are, and they feel heavier on the feet or the legs or your body, whatever. So I may wear these less and less come summertime when it gets real hot, just because they can get a little warm. These ones here are Columbia's, and they're very comfortable, very lightweight. And both pairs, by the way, have zip-off pants legs, so that if I wanted to, I could take those off. But all these have been treated with permethrin from Insect Shield. So the whole purpose of having long pants on is to keep those pesky ticks off your legs when you're walking through grass. So I've been pretty comfortable hiking in long pants, even out here in the heat of Utah in the summertime. So I don't know that I will need to take those off, but trail conditions may warrant otherwise. Those are my pants. My shirts, I've got 2 shirts. Both these are, sun shirts. They're got SPF 50 in them. They're rated at that. So they will, if I want to wear them by themselves, I can, and they'll keep the sun off. Now this one here has a hood built in. This one here does not. So if I want, if I wear this one here and it's sunny out, I'd have to wear a hat or a buff or something. But very comfortable, very lightweight, very cool. So I kind of like these things. That's my shirts. Now I've got, in this stack here is sun hoodies. And I got, like I said, I got 4 times as many what anybody would need on the trail at any one time. This is a, I believe a outdoor research sun hoodie. Of course, got the hood on the back. This was custom made for me by some friends that after I hiked the Highline Trail for the 10th time. And this is the Utah Highline Trail up in the high Uintas. And it was a fun hike. And so some friends came with me, and they had that custom made for me as a gift for taking them up there. That was very nice of them. The rest of these are, I think these are REIs, 2 different colors. And this one here is a Columbia, I think. They had some they sold a while back, and then they did a recall on them for some reason. And yeah, whatever. I can't see a tag in it. But it's very lightweight, very cool, even though it's kind of a darker shade. It's kind of a dark blue. But these sun hoodies are very comfortable by themselves. So if I get hiking and I don't want the long button-up shirt on, I can just put a sun hoodie on, and they're very, very comfortable. I do like wearing sun gloves, these fingerless sun gloves. I've got 2 pair that I can swap out. These are my original ones. These are Buff brand. I've had these for a few years now, and they really do the job of keeping your hands, keeping the sun off your hands. A few times, couple times I did the Highline Trail, I didn't have these on, and my back of my hands would get blistered. High elevation, sun really beats down, and my hands would get blistered from the sun. That stopped when I started using these. So I got those ones. These are outdoor research ones, and so I'm really fond of these sun gloves. And sometimes when it's just a little bit cool, they do provide just a little bit of insulation, if you will, to keep your hands warm. I found that out. All right, these are my undershorts. These are 6-inch boxer briefs, or 6-inch boxer briefs. These are officios, ex-officios, excuse me. And so yeah, I'll be, using those on the trail. One thing, like I said, it may seem like I have a lot, but I've seen a lot of people on the trail that have the same pair of clothes and they wear them 9 days and they kind of stink. And it's like, I don't know if I'll be out there. I don't think I'll be out there for 9 days straight at any one time, but I have been on the Highline Trail for 9 days, and to have the ability to change out clothes partway through or every couple of days and take the off clothes and wash them, the ones you take off, and rinse them out in the river or lake, let them dry out. It takes the salt off, takes the stink off somewhat, helps, and makes your whole day better. So I'll only have like 2 sets of any of these, or the shirts, whatever. I'm not going to carry all these at one time. Like I said, this is double load here. Socks, same way. These are darn tough socks. And so I'll have 2 in the RV and 2 with me, one wearing and one in my pack. Now, the one thing I don't have here is I do have a pair of waterproof socks. Get a lot of thought to that. And the reason for that, and I'll take those, especially in the wintertime. If I get a wet foot, get my feet wet, my boots wet in the wintertime, these will, if I put on a pair of clean socks, dry socks, they're going to get wet as soon as you put your feet in the boot. But if I put on waterproof socks, even though the boot is wet, it'll keep my foot dry. That's the theory. So hopefully that works out. So anyhow, darn tough socks. Injinji toe liner socks. I always wear these. They have really cut down on the blisters. So I'm really fond of these. So I got 4 pair, 2 with me, 2 in the RV. These are merino wool 250s, tops and bottoms. And not sure how I want to proceed with these. Wintertime as nightwear, or wintertime while walking. Don't know. I guess it all depends on the weather conditions. I got these, they're 250s. I got these that are supposed to be about my base layer or my sleep clothes, because I do want to change out into something like that for at night. These are 150s. And this is, 150s. So it seems kind of excess, even though that looks like a lot of excess, but I don't know. So give me your comments on this one here. Do I need both of them, especially in the wintertime? Summertime, I'll probably just have the lighter weight ones just to put on in bed at night. But then again, last weekend I had these on and I got quite warm, even though it got down to like 38. It was with these on in my 0 degree bag and a 40 or 20 degree underquilt. I was toasty, to say the least. So yeah, give me your comments. Tell me what you think on that. Hat. I've got this hat. I've gone through several of these. I like the wide brim. I like the skirt down my back. Keeps the sun off my back. And I'm very comfortable wearing these. They're kind of dorky looking, but hey, I don't care. I want the sun off my face. And it does provide quite a bit of sunshade. And and it's fairly cool. They're vented. They're vented on the side. And this is just I don't know, something cheap I bought off Amazon. Amazon's a good source for this kind of stuff. But yeah, like I said, this is the 3rd or 4th one I've had. And so I bought a new one just for the trail. All right. Oh, my belt. I'm an old man. I like to have my belt hold my pants up. Yeah. So I don't like my pants down around my hips or my butt showing. So belt necessity. Inclement weather gear. So got 2 pair of gloves besides the sun gloves. These are a heavier insulated pair of gloves for if I'm hiking and it's real cold and snowing or whatever. These are waterproof and they will keep my hands warm. These outdoor research gloves, I've experimented these. They come with a waterproof cover in here somewhere. There we go. So you put the glove on and then you take this out and then you got a waterproof glove to put over it. So this will insulate and this will kind of add some insulation too, but it'll keep the water off so the water doesn't soak in. These are not waterproof. What I found is these are good for about down to freezing, 32 degrees. Below freezing, your hands are going to get cold. I will switch over to these, and these will come with me for the first part of the trail and through Georgia mountains and probably through the Smokies. I'm hoping by the time I get through the Smoky Mountains that it'll be warm enough that even though it may get down to 32, I can just get by with these, and then I can get rid of these and just leave these in the RV and not use them again. So those are my gloves for inclement weather. This is my rain jacket, and this is from Lightheart Gear, and I just stuff it in the pocket. But it is not breathable. It seems like in my research and what I found in the past with my own waterproof, breathable rain jackets is that breathable just means that over time when the durable water repellent, the DWR, wears off, then you just got a jacket on that's going to let water in. This does not let water in. So combined with some of my other insulation layers, this does help very well keeping the water off. And also, it can be used as a wind jacket. I've gone on some hikes where it was blowing bitterly cold. Temperature-wise, it wasn't that cold, but the wind made it that way. And just putting this on over a long sleeve button-up shirt, it was all I needed as I was moving. And then when I got down off the mountains and got where the wind wasn't hitting so hard, that I took it off. Now, of course, I was wet with sweat underneath it, but it kept me from getting chilled. It kept that from hypothermia from sitting in. Then I sat down in the sun and dried off, and I was good to go. But anyhow, Lightheart Gear, that's my rain jacket. I have a set of Lightheart Gear rain pants, and these are very, very light, and they fold up, roll up, very compact, and they work the same way as the tops. Keeps the wind off if need be, keeps the rain off. I think I've watched somebody just recently walking through on the trail, and the water it rained during the night, and all the grass was closing down on the trail and it was all wet, and so they got totally soaked walking through the brush because it was all wet. Well, put on those, they're lightweight. It'll keep you somewhat dry until the sun comes out and evaporates all the water. That's my rain gear. My mid layer, I think this is considered a mid layer. I lose track of what layers is which. This is Lightheart Gear fleece hoodie. I really like this for the most part. It's very, very warm, gives an extra layer. The only thing I don't like about this is the cuff on the sleeves. It has a thumb hole, which is great, but the sleeve comes down past my fingertips. And so I usually end up folding the cuff up just to keep it off my hands because it's just way too long. So, if it came down to here or put the thumb hole in and goes down to there, that'd be great. But that's just way too long. But other than that, it's a great hoodie, and got some miles on that, but it's in real good shape. So that's my base layer, my mid layer. Got to keep track of all these layers. Top coat for my puffy. This is the Enlightened Equipment Torrid Apex synthetic material inside. It's very comfortable, and believe it or not, I can fit this under it and all the other top coats under this, and it fits kind of snug, but it'll fit. And so I can just layer up, and put the raincoat over the top if I really hiking through cold, snowy weather and it's coming down. This works very good. It packs up pretty small, so I can pack it up tight. Maybe not tight as down, but I didn't want down. I wanted synthetic for this layer especially because in case it got wet, which I've sweated through this before, and then it just dries off and doesn't hinder the insulating properties. Thank you. Anyhow, that's except for my waterproof socks that I don't have out here. That is all my clothes that I'll be taking on the trail. Okay, you may notice the clothes are all gone. Well, as I was cleaning up and putting the clothes back in the bedroom, I noticed that my buffs are here, and I didn't mention these. So I just want to touch these real quick, just a minute. This is a lightweight summer type buff. It's Appalachian Trail and very lightweight. This is a buff, another one buff, SPF 50, very lightweight, kind of cool one. And this is a merino wool buff. All of these are Buff brand. And so I find this comes in real handy as a stocking cap or a beanie. And these ones here are good for sun, keeping the sun off your head and back. Now I won't carry all three of these at once, but I have always carried at least two. Especially in cold weather, the beanie, or the merino wool one, and which I usually wear at night. And then one of these during the daytime. A lot of times I'll wear it around my neck if it's coolish out. But in the summertime, no, not so much. So anyhow, that's my buffs. So thanks a lot for joining me, and I hope you all have a good day, and look forward to seeing you out there. Bye.